Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today I wanted to share with you this cute neon pink design. I actually asked you guys on Instagram what color you would like me to do and what finish, so I give you a couple of options and the pink and the glossy one came out best. So if you're curious to see how I made this, please keep on watching. So first up, I already applied my favorite base coat and a white polish, and I'm going in straight away with a neon pink polish by China Glaze, and I added 2 layers of that. So I added the neon pink to my pointer finger, my ring finger and my thumb. And the thing with neon polishes is you actually really want to make sure that you have an opaque white base that you want to put the neon color on, because otherwise you won't be able to get it like fully opaque and your tip might shine through and all that stuff. Also, neon polishes might be a little bit streaky, so do apply your polish pretty generously. So you really want to stack up that polish on that brush and just don't really flood it, but like apply enough polish so you won't have any streaks and stuff like that. And of course, don't forget to cap off the edges. Then with a really light pink, it's like a white with the tiniest drop of pink in it. It is one by China Glaze by the Hello Kitty collection, and I'm adding just 1 layer to the pinky and to the middle finger just to make it a little bit less stark of a white color. Then I actually forgot to record this, but you will see this later because I'm going to apply the same kind of gem to my thumb as well. But for my middle finger, I actually applied this gem with a little bit of nail glue. And I'm also going to apply these pink rhinestones to the cuticle area to the middle finger as well with some nail glue. The polish underneath was actually still a little bit wet, so I didn't apply that much nail glue because I did want it to like fully dry and harden out. But I'm not a big fan of nail glue, but for like the really big stones, it actually works pretty well. So here I'm just applying a couple of rhinestones to the cuticle area around the bigger teardrop shaped gem, and I'm just pressing them down a little bit more firmly with some tweezers and just squishing them around a little bit so they are exactly where I want them to be. Then I also applied a little bit more of that nail glue to the tip because I wanted to apply a tiny same like rhinestone underneath that teardrop shaped one. And I just took the smallest one I got in that set. I got my little pots. You might have already seen them in one of my previous AliExpress haul videos. And the wax pencil is from AliExpress as well, so do check out my previous video because I am showing you and sharing where I got that one. If you do want any links to any products, just let me know in the comments down below so I can reply to you with the direct links. So for the thumb, I just wanted to apply the bigger gem and the smaller rhinestones with some of that same neon polish. I really like to sink them into the polish so the edges will be capped a little bit with polish as well. That way the gems actually stay put for a really long time and they don't come off that easily at all. And you really don't want your gems to just drop off or like get stuck in your hair and stuff like that, because it might damage your nail, it might damage your hair, you might pull out some hair even if you're really having bad luck that day. But yeah, you just want to dunk that into the wet polish, press it down. And I also wanted to apply some of that same kind of pink rhinestones. They're kind of like a multicolored pink rhinestone, if you know what I mean. They kind of shift in shift color in different kind of lighting. So I just went around that bigger gem with some of these and just go with the flow. I actually didn't have I did have like some kind of idea I wanted to do with this nail art, but you know me, I just go with the flow and sometimes something totally different comes out from what I thought of first. So for the thumb, that nail is actually completely different than what I wanted to do at first. because first of all I just wanted to apply a little bit of like striping tape to that one, but then I saw these big pink gems and I really wanted to apply these, and it looked so pretty on the middle finger that I just wanted to add another one to the thumb as well. So sometimes things like that happen, and there are no rules to nail art. So, and here you can actually see me making a little mistake because I actually bunked into my wet polish with the wax pencil, but you can easily fix that by just applying a little bit more of that same colored polish. And to make this nail like completely perfect, I actually was looking for a tinier rhinestone to put on the top of that, just to make it a little bit more like, a little bit more special, you know? Just like it is a crown jewel or something. And you just want to like scoop them around a little bit with some tweezers or maybe a wax pencil as well. And just look at how sparkly that is. I love this so much. And if you don't have tweezers like these, you could also just use a toothpick or something like that to scoop them around, because sometimes a tweezer can be a little bit too rough or you might slide and damage your nail and stuff like that. But yeah, I really love this nail. It's one of my favorites from this entire set. Then I wanted to take some loose glitter, and this is a new glitter. It's like a 10-gram pot, so it is a really big one. And I'm just scooping out a tiny amount, and I'm going to make like a glitter nail polish with some of my Catrice Cosmetics top coat. This is one of my favorite top coats. I can't remember if this one is discontinued or another one, but I like all of Catrice's top coats. And I'm just going to mix that up with an old nail art brush. I use this brush for glitters all the time, and I always clean it out with a little bit of nail polish remover. And I'm just going to add this like a really quickly gradient fade to the tip of my pointer fingernail towards the cuticle area. And I am going to apply this full on to the pinky nail as well. First up, I was like, maybe I will do a gradient from the tip towards the cuticle as well, but I was like, let's just go full on and just throw on that glitter. And it kind of depends on what kind of top coat you use for your self-made glitter mix polish, because if you use a quick drying one, you really want to work fast as well. And the thing is with this, you don't want to hassle too much with the glitter, because otherwise you might disturb the base layer. And make sure to just clean the edges as well if you have a little bit of flooding or just apply too much polish. Then I also took a little bit of loose glitter and just pressed that onto the nail to get rid of some sparse or like bold areas. And just apply as much or as little as you want. I always go over with the second layer really on the tip of the nail where I put that gradient glitter effect, just to make it perfect, you know? Then I also wanted to take some striping tape, and this is just a transparent like unicorn skin duochrome one, and I'm just cutting it up with some tiny scissors and picking that up with my tweezers again. You might want to just turn your hand a little bit just to make it more easy to apply. Just dunk it on, press it down really gently, and you might want to cut off the excess of striping tape with your tiny scissors. Again, always be careful when you do this, because you don't want to cut into your nail, and you definitely don't want to cut into your skin either. And these tiny scissors, I use them for a lot of stuff. I use them to cut out water decals as well, and it just came in like a really cheap kit I once got at like a local store here in Holland. But to finish this design off, you want to take a top coat. This is one by Hema, so it is a different one from the one I used in the glitter mix. And I'm just going around the rhinestones and capping the edges off as well. On the glitter nails, I just applied it full on because neon polishes tend to dry matte, so be sure just to cap it in as much as possible to make this design super glossy. And the same goes for the middle finger. Go around the edges of the stones and cap off the edge. The one with the striping tape, just go over the entire nail. That's like not a problem at all. It's actually really nice to cap in your striping tape like that, because otherwise it might like peel off a little bit on the edges, and you don't want that. And just cap in the entire glitter nail as well. But this was actually the entire design already. Thank you so much for voting on my poll on Instagram and just picking between purple and pink, because sometimes I really need a little bit of inspiration, and thank you for helping me out with that. So we actually kind of made this design together, you know? But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.